right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the broadcast. The SWBL Twins and the SWBL Yankees, the only two remaining undefeated teams facing off against each other. Something's got to give today in this game. Twins and Yankees. Scott Poley will take the bump for what I believe to be the first time all day for the Yankees. This is going to be a huge win for either team and the first loss for the loser, clearly. Game starts off with the ball. We just saw knuckleballer and Jimmy Nelson get a win against Rose, and Scott smartly stops it. Chris trying to do those half swings to get a bunch of singles this year. Chris, before the season started, was 33 hits away from being the first person in the franchise era to hit a milestone, 300 hits. Maybe it's 200. Not a division game today, but definitely one, both teams would like to get a win. Being undefeated is huge going into Sunday. Oh. A nice pitch from Scott. 2 strikes. Can you check this live stream to see if the sound's working? Yeah. On YouTube. Another $1 donated from Ruben Brown on the strikeout. Strikeout hunger will ring the bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. And there it is, folks, the bell. Spencer Bogad up to the plate. Resurgence today after starting pretty cold in his first 2 games. The sun is out, ladies and gentlemen. It is back in action. The clouds look like Toy Story a little bit. It is a good feeling to see some blue sky after seeing gray for so long. Spencer sails one up into the tree. Very competitive year all around. Two defeated teams and 2 undefeated teams, and the rest of them are pretty much 500. Anybody can win this year. It goes under the fence for the first time all season. They should just push it down. Corey McCarthy swinging a hot bat. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I would think that he would be the front runner for MVP right now, obviously leading his team to an undefeated record and doing a great job. He was the Andes Frozen Custard Player of the Day yesterday. Gets a hit. Jackson Crosley with a beautiful play. And Jackson got out of the inning. Jackson's been pitching well as well this year. And a great play to his left to end the inning for the Yankees. No runs for the Twins in the top of the first. I want to thank our division sponsors, Cardinal Blinds, Glendale Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and Ketting Eye Center for being our loyal division sponsors. May have some changeover next year, but excited that they're back for possibly this last year as we go along. Home Run Derby is tonight. The leader in home runs for each team will be given a bid to be in the Home Run Derby. We believe that 8 teams will be participating in the Home Run Derby. Brewers will not be in attendance, as we know right now.
I love that type of bat. It's awesome. Oh, yeah.
Doug, now you got 3 of them?
I gotta look. Well, yeah.
Spencer Bogad will be taking the mound for the Twins. This could be Spencer and Scott's first starts this year. Both these teams have the strategy of throwing their aces and going for the winnable games, and they're taking the strategy of, against each other, the 2 undefeated games, to throw their number 2/3s.
Early in a league, if you have dominating pitching, it's really tough to get. Yeah. It's going to even out as it goes on, but it'll be real tough going at the start.
Expos, Royals, and Brewers are done for the day. Expos and Royals both end with 500 records. And the Brewers, I believe, are 1 game under 500. And a walk from Spencer Bogad. And a lot of walks so far, as we thought we would get ahead, and now we seem to be behind.
That sucks.
Maybe one of these games will go a little bit quicker. Sam Bakula up for the Yankees, and it goes over, straight to my feet. And that'll advance Scott to second in 2 balls for Sam Bakula. Sam skies it high. Can Corey make a play on it? No, he cannot. Spencer decides to toss a Chris Metter pitch up in the air, but Sam Bakula handles it. Sam Bakula makes it 2-0 Yankees.
Trent said it. Trent said it. Trent said it.
Kevin Pulley rips one foul.
I'm not lying.
Nice pitch from Spencer Bogad. 2 strikes already on Kevin.
He started getting messages from old high school people he knew.
Rips it to Chris Metter, sure-handed as always, and that'll be the first out. Chris Metter playing a mean left field.
Hey, Jordan. Keep it up, man. You're pitching in that Rockies game, honestly.
Jackson wanted it. He had the Fred Flintstone feet going on.
Yeah. Keep it up. I just need to throw it for a strike one time.
You know he wanted that one, and he might not get anything else now that Spencer is ahead.
I know. I wanted someone a little more swing happy.
Wanted to make sure to bring you this game. Yankees and Twins, this is the only time they will face off in this season, not being in the same division. Skies it too high. Chris Metter will be under that one, and that'll do it for the Yankees. 2-0 in favor of the Pinstripes. Twins are up, top of the second. Joining me in the booth and bringing me a beer, Brett Spencer. What a guy.
Oh, here's your beer, Sam.
Sam, do you want a beer? Yeah.
There's a golden light. Oh no, you don't have to give me one of yours.
Oh, and Sam already drank his beer, so Trent's getting him
I
another.
need another one. Thank you, Brett, for the first one.
I'll only stay for a few minutes, but
Oh, what is this?
Saturdays. Ooh. I mean, that one's good too.
I've had that one.
That's what I'm drinking.
I haven't had this one.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trent.
All
Down the
right.
line.
So, what's the score here?
Score's 2-0 Yankees in the top of the second, Brett. And Brett, how did it feel to see Andrew Light at opening ceremonies? Nice pitch from Scott Pulley.
I mean, we will say, well, we'll all say he's kind of a homebody. We don't see him very often.
Correct.
We don't get enough of Andrew Light as we would like, but he was here a few years ago apparently around the pool. But we are happy that he came back.
Yes.
And it was a lot of fun to see him and have the 4 founding fathers here.
Yeah, for the opening ceremonies. And it's one of the, obviously we have season 20 coming up as Edlo gives one to the fans. It's season 20 is coming up, and we are hoping to possibly get an alumni game and bring in Andrew back and Jeff Bertram and get some people like Craig Boyd, a bunch of names that need to come back to the league. Edlo skies one high. It could stay in. Kevin tries to pull it back, but it's gone.
It goes over the wall.
It's 2-1.
Yeah, I like the idea of an alumni game, and I really think we could get some people back, especially next year for the 20th season.
Definitely, and the weather actually turned out to be great today, and hopefully it stays like this tomorrow and Monday. But hoping for a little hotter weather next year. I think people are actually enjoying this weather because there's no pool. You know what I mean? It's almost like it's kind of like
Worked out perfectly.
At least if there's no pool, it's cold.
Yeah, I mean.
Although Jackson Wilkes is in the pool right now.
Yeah,
so.
but he might be a little one. Like, even if the pool was open right now, I probably would not be
No,
in.
kids have a different thermal temperature, it seems like, internal temperature that they have.
So what do you think of the Natterdays pineapple lemonade?
We are in no way sponsored by Natterdays, although it would be a great sponsorship partnership indeed. But I have to say, I keep drinking it because it doesn't even taste like a beer.
Yeah, it's very sweet, I will say.
It's like juice.
You can only have a few of those before you start to feel a little sick.
Yeah, I would assume so. It seems sugary. There are pink flamingos on it. Another one skies high. Alumni of Georgetown, Matt Eggerstrom comes into the
there.
Nice.
See ya.
I like it a lot.
Chris Metter with another single, adding to his total.
but
He could be the
it's
first
not
player in the
my
franchise
fault
era
that
to
they
hit
have this
a
stuff.
milestone,
We
Brett,
use clean
that I
balls,
don't
but
have
we
the number
play
in
on
front of me. I
clean
wrote it
balls
down
that get
once.
stuffed up.
It's either 200 or 300 hits in the franchise era. He'd be the first person ever in the
Wow.
franchise era.
That's
He's
an impressive
33
feat.
away, so it would be a tough feat, but he has hit more singles than anybody else this season so far. Just little dinker
It's
singles.
an impressive feat, and Metter, I'll say he's one of the people I hate to pitch against because he just doesn't strike out. He puts the ball in play, he gets those singles, and that's probably why he's built up such a great reputation.
Spencer Bogad. It's going to be a tough play to Jackson, but they get the runner out at second on a good play from Jackson to Kevin, but cannot turn the double play.
All right, I'm gonna get over here.
Spencer Bogad makes it.
See you later. I love you.
Me too. Scott Poley now to Corey McCarthy.
Oh my God.
That's the one you offered me, right?
2-1.
I can sit there. Thank you.
Yankees still with a small lead.
Well, like, the stopping and starting is brutal. I feel like you feel like a grandpa. Think if you're gonna stop.
Nice rip from Corey the other way. Can Kevin make a possible play if Scott wasn't on the mound? And he stops the play smartly by putting his foot in the circle, making it dead. Ed Lodon will be up. And we have a ball pickup. This ball pickup brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods, thank you for being a loyal sponsor of the SWBL. Year after year, we can't thank Dick's Sporting Goods enough for providing our balls and equipment that we purchase for our league. Thank you to Dick's Sporting Goods. Every bucket pickup brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season, including our wiffle ball season, starts at Dick's.
Oh my God,
I want
dude.
to play on that one so bad. I've even messaged that guy, say, hey, put a tournament together, I'll bring a team.
Oh yeah, yeah. They do some tournaments sometimes.
I said, you do it in the winter months, because pretty much our whole summer. But
Yeah, exactly. Get out of the for the Midwest guys. Too.
Yeah.
Do it in the winter. I want to go to Vegas in the winter.
I'm going in the winter. I was like, you got anything around this December this time? Nope. That field would be awesome.
Oh yeah, dude. The hideaway.
I'm done after one.
Edlow rips one. Jackson is there as he tries and gets the out. That'll be a fielder's choice. Ends the inning. 2-1, still in favor of the Yankees as we head bottom of the second.
Who did Jackson pitch for? I thought he pitched for Mojo. Oh, he pitched for Mamba, doesn't he?
I got it.
Oh yeah.
Scott Pulley up to the plate.
We had a bye.
Scott's got the short Yankee shorts on. Those are some short shorts. A lot of man thigh being shown.
Come on, Scott.
Trying to get a different angle in. Don't know if that was real.
That was the week I was at. That was against the man
Scott's guys at Spencer has been known to dive.
that and then
Foul ball.
he went 8 innings.
We had one of those immaculate games in our because so I run an indoor league, and so we run during the spring, and we just ended in May.
Scott nails it the other way, hits the wall, and that'll be a single.
One of those immaculate games. Where I
Corey McCarthy gets up slowly, but he's okay.
Yeah, he's a
Extra innings.
Sam Bakula now up. Home run last at bat. Skied it high.
no, wait, no.
Nice pitch from Spencer. Little cutter Spencer has. Oh, change up. Pulled the string on that one, and that's 2 strikes on Sammy B.
Do you throw clean or do you throw cut? Yeah.
Don't get outnumbered.
Yeah.
Control I can get.
Are they gonna have fans?
Yeah. Yep. Dude, it's the fucking best.
I want to go.
It's the shit.
See, I used to play last little bit softball. I used to travel all over the country.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to play at the
Sam hits it foul, stays alive.
Atlanta Braves
Spencer Bogad pitching well.
spring training stadium and at Wide World Disney.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
So that was our main thing.
Yeah,
Whew.
one of our, he used to play in this league, but a kid named Tyler Flackey, I remember. Yeah, he went and played at that a couple years ago.
Some long at-bats that have been happening the past 3 or 4 games. Seems like people are getting a little tired, and a strikeout from Sam Bakula there. They'll be the first out of the inning. Scott Poley doing a lot of leading off on first base over there.
My dad he was a slow pitch player. They used to have a slow pitch tournament. Oh yeah.
Played it every year.
No shit.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I love the Dudley.
It was a big carnival fair.
Amazing.
It was awesome.
That's real cool. That's
Oh,
sick,
that was a
yeah.
meatball for Kevin.
We definitely were there at the same time. I was there.
guarantee you.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Kevin was running,
12 years.
calls it foul.
Travel all over the place.
Out of St. Louis or where? Nice. That's sick.
Probably the hitter's call there.
My last team was called Slightly Logistics Bunzi, and they were out of Louisiana, St. Louis, and we had guys from Arkansas.
Oh, right on.
We played A-ball.
Okay, that's sick, dude.
For the first time ever, the pitcher's mound has been torn to shreds on day 2. I expected by day 4, but we have never had the pitcher's mound torn this much. And Kevin Poley destroys the ball. Excited about that bat. 4-1. Favor of the Yankees.
Backyard. I made out of wood. It's got
Come on, Jackson.
handles on the side.
Hit it, but farther.
Jackson Crosley looks like he's wearing dress pants.
Aw, they're cute pants, Sam. Yeah,
Hits it the other way,
Jackson,
but Corey
nice
McCarthy
job.
sure-handed over there, and that'll be an out. Spencer limits the damage 4-1 in favor of the Pinstripes as we head to the 3rd inning. We want to thank our Home Run Derby and All-Star Game sponsorship, STL Urology. Chris Yeager over there, Dr. Chris. Thank you again for sponsoring the SWBL. Tonight we got the Home Run Derby. Tomorrow the All-Star Game.
Strong enough to where if they would play in on him.
Scott Poley heads out back to the mound, and Chris Metter will make his way back to the plate.
Hey, you ever been to Bebop's?
Oh, God, yeah.
Softball
I think
complex?
so,
Oh, man,
yeah.
I love that place.
Yep.
That was in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
He does it
Is that
again.
still around? I don't know.
I don't know. It's been
I
a
don't
while.
think it
I mean,
is.
that was 2001, 2002.
Yeah, okay. Yes, yeah.
I don't know.
I
That was a
worked-
long time when I was there.
I just worked last summer with a dude who was an umpire at Almond Stadium.
Really?
Yeah. So we were literally like.
Looks like the call has been safe, Chris Metter. I think that was the right call there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get addicted to all that stuff. Like, now I'm
sure.
addicted to wiffle ball.
Hell yeah.
Chris
man.
was booking it down the line. Scott had to reach far to get his foot down, but Chris beat him out. Single for Chris.
My kid's on this field, playing baseball.
Swing and a miss.
He's gonna be 16. He get Tommy John this year, so he could play this year.
Oh really? Oh, that sucks.
Threw way too much.
Right.
Did you throw too much?
And nobody knows, Spencer. Another strike.
No way. Because he's a catcher too, so he pitch and catch, and the prospects did.
Swings at it. Same pitch from the first one. He's got his hat cattywampus, hoping to block the sun as much as possible as it is beating down in the afternoon when we don't want it, and strikes out, ring the bell. Another Reuben Brown, ding-a-ling-a-ling, Reuben Brown strikeout. Oh, there it is. Thanks to Reuben Brown for sponsoring our philanthropy program. Every strikeout, Reuben Brown donates. Operation Food Search here in St. Louis,
Prospects that you can pitch, catch, and then he went
especially in this COVID times. Many people in need, so every time you strike out, at least you can feel good about yourself.
So he kept going. In February during the quarantine, they doing bullpens and he goes that's when it happened. He didn't tell nobody. He just thought it was sore elbow.
Every year it seems like the batter's box gets a deeper and deeper crater that we continue to have to fill. Swing and a miss. Corey McCarthy, 2 strikes on him there.
He said that, did you know when you did it? He goes, yeah. He goes, well, then it's Tommy John. Before you did the MRI, he goes, anybody tell me what Tommy John did? He's back in the day. He goes, and he showed me the video. He goes, this is what happened. It's so funny. And he said, nah.
All inside.
Yeah, I'm really ready. Yep.
Long at bats here, continuing on the SWBL. Ducks out of the way. He wants to hit, folks.
That was in February. He coached the whole summer like that with it. He was throwing 85, 86 miles.
Corey McCarthy turns on it and smokes it. 2-run home run. It is 4-3. Yankees still in the lead. Corey McCarthy just turned on that ball. Right in his wheelhouse.
He's so, you know what's going to
And Ladonin now coming up to the plate. 4-3 in favor of the Yankees. Here on the top of the third, this is another game that's going on long. Grounder to Jackson Crosley, who makes the play. Gets him out of the inning. 4-3. Yankees will be up soon. Want to thank Breckex, Spencer Gear, and Chilled Designs. All of our merchandise being purchased up from everyone. If you're still interested in any merchandise that we still have available, we have some SWBL beach towels for sale, and if you want to represent the league on your car, we have some car decals. Sold out of the tumbler koozies and also hats and polos, but we will be excited for season 20, where we will return all of our merchandise and have a new crop ready to buy up for season 20. Scott thought it was a first pitch strike rule. And Scott unloads on the ball, knew it right away. A little bat flip there, and 5-3. The Yankees extend their lead. Definitely a hanger from Spencer Bogad. Oh, another hanger, but Sam Bakula just behind it. You did it?
No.
Catch from Spencer Bogad on Sam Bakula. There's a lackadaisical attitude about this game from both teams, but it's still a close game for both. That was a bottom third. Oh my gosh! Kevin Poley rips it in the pool area.
How you doing, babe? But he would close out games because, they get a lead.
Oh, so close to hitting. Kevin knew it though. No problems there. Spencer very surprised that didn't nick the corner.
He also goes pitching.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
It was weird as he catching, he comes straight here.
Yeah, I love you too. I love you too.
And he would lead with his elbow.
What's up?
You're not going to say because you're on the mic?
probably scared.
Kevin Poley has a single.
That's right.
God, Alderman, I love it.
Spencer Bogad pitching to Jackson Crosley.
Oh, Dave, I love it. I love you.
Glad you guys made it, man.
Yeah, me too.
I wasn't thinking you were, but I'm really happy to hear you were.
Strike one.
I'm glad to see you, dude.
Yeah, man. It's always a treat when Steph
Dude,
comes.
Oh,
I guess
man.
Jimmy they had that baptism right?
Yeah, yeah.
Jimmy and all the Brewers. No,
I guess Dr. Andrews group.
Can you believe? Hey, can you believe that I grew
Turns on it and hits Jordan Smith
So
in foul
one year I was
territory.
walking around
2 strikes on
to
Jackson.
to a summer camp with this guy for 10 years. We swapped shorts and clothes and all that stuff. So I'm wearing a pair of his high school shorts 1 year here.
Woo!
And I've never met him. And he goes,
Spencer really wanted that one.
"You wearing?"
Get out of this inning, only 5-3.
I was like, "My buddy from camp." He's like, "Who?"
Hits him.
It's like Sam
That'll
Hendricks.
be 2 balls.
I know Sam Hendricks.
grew up, like literally my whole life.
Yeah.
Every year of
That's
school with
insane.
him.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just kind of
That's insane.
super
It's
smart.
like the whole, like, Leon thing. Like Leon
Swings up at it. Chris Metter with a very quick play. My gosh, he is looking prime. Chris Metter
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I love all the
out in left field for the Twins. Gets out of it 5-3 in favor of the Yankees as we head into the fourth inning.
announcement table by himself.
Literally. Seems strange.
Chris Metter will start the inning off in the fourth. Will he go with a little dinker? There was one year that Chris Metter won MVP, and he chose to not hit singles and hit home runs, and he demolished the league. Hasn't done that since, as he tries to sneak a single out again. Best bat control I've ever seen out of any wiffle ball player. It's annoying, but it works. As he rips one still down the line. Kevin not playing him quite in the right spot, and he's on with another single.
I'm double checking to make sure your count's right.
Running slightly behind tonight, but only 2 more games left to go. I say slightly behind, but we actually fit in a game also from yesterday's delay. So we have roll, and Spencer Bogat hits it to center. Oh, Kevin can't grab it in time. And they have tied the game, folks. It is 5-5. Tie game for the undefeated title. Whichever team wins this game is going to have a target on their backs going into Sunday. The Twins looking very strong so far on Saturday. Yankees as well. As Corey rips one into the tree. I think it's going to drop though, and it's over. Home run, and they take the lead. Twins now leading 6-5.
Bernie's Mountain.
Ed Lodonin fouls it off. Bernie's Mountain Dog just walked by me. Looked like a bear.
Very inclusive, so.
You're right. I remember that. 'Cause, yeah.
Good to have some fans back. Good to have a little more people in the stands watching. Got a little +1 rule going on, plus families. And Scott Poley makes a play on Ed Lodonin on a small fly ball. I'm interested to see the stats so far on these 2 days of wiffle ball. You got to believe the batting averages are going to be super low for many people. It's been a rough go for most of the people in the league this year. Except for these 2 teams, they are rocking and rolling.
They're down there still.
Chris Metter just dinks it, and it goes foul.
Right there. Where's
He's been raking. Still missing John.
Behind Chris Metter. Chris rips it, but it's going to be right at Jackson, who
He dropped the ball.
did not make the play, comes up short. Got to believe that's going to be an error by the stat keeper on Jackson. I believe that's his 2nd or 3rd error this season. 2nd for sure. Jackson does it all for this Yankees squad, and rumor has it Jackson will be joining a new team next year. More to come on that in the offseason. But it's going to be an exciting offseason heading into season 20. Jackson a chance to redeem himself, and does. Gets out Spencer Bogat and limits the damage. Up by 1 are the Twins. Bottom of the 4th inning. Yankees down by 1. sun is beating down now. These last couple games are always tough. Chris Metter, just an amazing fielder that never seems to miss. He is a 4-time National Fielder of the Year, and it shows.
Deservedly so.
Deservedly so, says Trent Steffes. I mean, people know what he can do in the field, and he changes a ball game.
No, just like the hardest hit ground, it takes a big one hop and he's just like.
Chris Metter never panics either. If he bobbles it a little bit, he always picks it up right away and makes a dart to the pitcher. Although when he makes an error, folks, I mean, it lights up this audience. Everybody watching, they get so excited. Oh, and he nicks the side. Strikeout. Yes, it does. Strikeout. Sam Magala almost throws it. He's so mad. That was a beautiful, beautiful pitch from Spencer Bogad. Those are the pitches you like to see when it hits the top of the zone or the sides. I mean, it's just unhittable, and Sam Bakula really wants that one back.
Feeling it now?
That's, hey, Benware, I thought the same thing.
We're after this phase, yeah.
Scott tries to sneak one by Corey. Corey wished that was a little bit closer. He could go for it. That is Corey's wheelhouse. Both of these home runs from Corey have been in that upper inside zone. As Corey McCarthy loves it there.
What's Corey's relation to the league again, Sam?
Corey McCarthy went to Parkway South High School.
Isn't he related to somebody?
And no.
Oh.
But Corey McCarthy, as Edlow hits one to center, skies it up. Kevin trips and drops it. Trips on the play. And Scott throws it at his brother. Edlow gets on base. Corey McCarthy was roommates as well with he went to DeSmet, now that I'm thinking about it, for CBC. Yep. He was in the Parker South area and then chose to go to CBC. My sources are telling me, and still stuck to be friends. You know, I think he played post 208 baseball with all these guys. And
What, was his first year like a couple of years ago?
the Royals.
Interesting.
Corey McCarthy won the Rookie of the Year with the Royals. Went to the Twins the next year and looking to get his first championship under his belt and possibly competing for an MVP. Chris Metter with a home run there. 2-run home run makes Scott Poley pay, or Kevin Poley pay on the error/trip, depending on what the stat keeper called it. And over it goes. 2 balls. Nobody on base, so it's not a wild pitch, just 2 balls. This will probably be our last called announcing game of the day unless somebody steps in for the last couple of games. Don't leave yet, folks. We still have 2 great games going on. The Astros and Athletics will face off next, followed by the Rockies and the Marlins.
Oh my God.
Corey McCarthy does it again, folks. Another 2-run home run, continues his campaign for MVP.
Okay, nobody cares, Brett. You're an elite wiffle ball mind, Brett.
We'd like to thank Daily Smokehouse Barbecue for sponsoring our fantasy wiffle ball. We had about 26 teams sign up. If you have Corey McCarthy, you're in a good shape right now.
Keith, did you play last year?
Hit him in the shirt. And this ball break brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods. Thank you again for being a loyal sponsor of the SWBL.
Getting into the playoffs is going to be a monumental effort this year, man. have a chance.
Yankees hoping to have a great Saturday here. Even if they lose this game, still only having one loss on their resume is good for them going into Sunday. Astros Athletics game will be fun next. Stick around for that. Then we'll see if and Jackson Crossley. I don't think it would get him out. I think it's a single. He wasn't going to get him out even if he made that play. Too far back on this slow roller from Edlow. Chris Metter now up.
No. We almost made the playoffs our first year. Oh, really? Yeah. I wasn't really? Yeah, that was the year before.
Ripped and a home run.
The year before we had gone 0-10.
That'll count as a home run. Kevin Poley hits it.
We went 4-4 on Sunday and Saturday. Our 3 top players all.
Must be a 7-run inning limit. Didn't hear Gus say anything, but
we had
2-run home.
Games to get into the playoffs, and we lost them both. Got PG'd by Scott Foley. I mean, he's good.
Trying to get the score. It seems like it's 13. And that seems like a lot. We'll find out the score here. You would think the scorekeepers would be able to see. Our scoreboard is actually an electronic scoreboard that when it is sunny, it is impossible. Oh my gosh, and unfortunately, that's what a wiffle ball does. Spins, and Kevin Poley hits it, and nothing to do about it. Wasn't running it out, and easy play for Chris Metter. Takes time. Another assist for Chris Metter. Jackson Crossley and his hair up to the plate.
I am going to be
in the golf shoes as he looks to make an impact on his team.
I'm going to bring it out tomorrow, but I did a...
Ooh, barely missed from Spencer Bogad. In the long pants still on this day. A big swing from Jackson Crossley. Spencer Bogad settling in and pitching well.
That would make great hats. And then Dave, Texas Dave would be
Ball high. Swings right through it down the middle. 2 strikes on Jackson. Swings above and an out. Spencer Bogad records, and that'll do it for this inning. We head game over. My fault, ladies and gentlemen. Game over. The Twins take it, and they will end their Saturday undefeated. Yankees get their first loss of the season. The only remaining team that is undefeated is the SWBL Twins, and the way they're hitting, it's going to be tough to stop them. They have the #1 preseason curse, though, so we all know they're not going to win the championship. They can go undefeated all they want, but once they get to playoffs, they're going to lose. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We want to thank all of our sponsors again, including our division sponsors, Cardinal Blinds and Shutters, Glendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and Ketting Eye Center for being loyal sponsorships for each division. Next up, Athletics and Astros.